wind, go away. So I'm lucky enough to live not too far from a lot of accesses to the Appalachian Trail. If you live near the Appalachian Trail, or even the PCT or the John Muir Trail, or any kind of long distance trail, what's one of your favorite places to go? This is one of mine. For like a day hike on the Appalachian Trail, this is really nice. Sunfish Pond. I'll give you a quick peek. That's it right there. Alright, let's go check this place out. So with deer season in full swing in Pennsylvania, I decided to come across the New Jersey border to Worthington State Forest, right on the Delaware River. I mean, we are right on the border of Pennsylvania and New Jersey, to hike up to the AT, and well, to possibly hike up to the AT and Sunfish Pond. See how much daylight I have. I'm definitely going up to Mount Tammany via the Blue Trail, or the Blue Dot Trail, through the Dunfield Creek Natural Area, which gives you a beautiful view of the Delaware Water Gap. So let's check it out. Alright, so we just came up from the parking lot, which is right off of Interstate 80. It's kind of loud. And we came up, this is the Appalachian Trail right here. And you can see the white blaze there. That heads up to Sunfish Pond. But we're going to take Dunfield Trail a little ways and then follow the Blue Dot Trail, which is going to take us up and over to the overlook. And then most likely what we'll do is take the fire trail across this top ridge all the way back, go across this little valley, and then up to Sunfish Pond, and then back down that trail we just saw where it splits. Decently long hike, but it's gorgeous. Just splitting off the Dunfield Trail onto the Blue Dot Trail, and we got about 1.2 miles up the hill here till we get to the Fire Tower Trail, or Fire Line Trail, and then we can take that out to the overlook. We are just getting to the end of the Blue Dot Trail, and we are at the top of the Kittatinny mountain range here. So that's Pennsylvania back behind me, and actually it's kind of Pennsylvania all around back there, and New Jersey out on that side. This trail is just all these little stones, all these little rocks. It's not a particularly difficult hike, but all those rocks in your ankles and everything kind of tires you out. Alright, so as we come up here, let me get behind this tree a little bit. Alright, so as we get up here, it's going to get a little windy, so I apologize. I turned on a wind filter on the camera, the old Nikon here. See if that does anything to help out. It may just mute everything, I don't know. So, alright, let's check out the other side of the ridge. This isn't even the good view yet. That's that way. So I made it up to the Mount Tammany lookout. This is pretty cool. It makes you wonder how many people drive by this every day and never even know this is here. You got the highway right here. New Jersey, Pennsylvania. So now I gotta look at the map, and so we came up from this way. I think we're going straight back that way down the Fireline Trail, and then cut across over to Sunfish Pond. And it's not even, was it just 11 o'clock right now? So yeah, it's just 11 o'clock right now, so I got plenty of time. Go over there and check out Sunfish Pond, and then come back on the AT. So out here on the Mount Tammany Fireline Trail, And this takes you straight back from the overlook that we were just at, just up there, and runs you along this ridge all the way out to the Turquoise Trail. And for a good part of this trail, you got views like this off to the east. So I'm not sure if it's coming through, but you can still hear the highway noise out here. And a lot of that's getting brought over on the wind, but the highway runs straight out that way. Alright, so we are at the Helispot, as marked here, for, I'm assuming NJFFS is New Jersey Forest Fire Services. And we'll go up there and take a look at that. It's just a big open spot for a helicopter land in case there's a forest fire out here and they gotta get firefighters in here. And it doesn't look like it. I mean, we got farms and stuff right down here, but this is not easy to get to if there's a fire. That's the helipad, or Helispot. Nice big flat open area. I've been hearing some big helicopters out in the distance there for a while. Alright, so let's take a look at the map here. So down here, right there is where we started. We came up around here, came up the Blue Dot Trail, out to the overlook, and now we are on the Fire Road, on Tammany Fire Road Trail, Fire Line Trail, and we're probably about right here where it says fire. So we're going to go a little further to the Turquoise Trail, go across, and we'll be over at the Sunfish Pond, and then we'll come all the way back down the Appalachian Trail. I can't see those helicopters out there, but they're big. They're like big carriers, big, what do they call those? There's like big airlift helicopters. But I don't know where they are. I don't see them anywhere. I can hear them though. So I've seen a total of 3 people so far since I've been out here. All over at the overlook. Now there's 2 guys there when I got there. They left almost as soon as I got there. So I had that overlook to myself for a good 10 minutes or so, which is rare. And just as I was getting ready to leave, a woman and her dog came. And so I just handed it over to them, let them have that view but for themselves for a little bit. Not many people out. I mean, it is a Tuesday, so that's understandable, I guess. It's nice after coming up that mountain to be on a semi level trail. This is still a little rocky in some spots, but not too bad. Actually, the worst part are these leaves. They're kind of slick. If I remember correctly, we're about to leave the view there. I'm pretty sure this gets into like bramble for the rest of the hike down to the Turquoise Trail. I don't know. I doubt that's coming out. There's coyotes right over this ridge. It's rare to hear them in the middle of the day. I've never seen a coyote in the wild. Not when I was hiking. I've heard them a lot. Never actually seen one. I would love to see them. They're either right down over this ridge. They're right over this, where there's another little rise right there. And the wind is kind of blowing this way, so might be carrying them. But that was cool. I love hearing coyotes. Alright, so scratch that. It wasn't coyotes. It was wolves, actually. I pulled up my GPS just to mark that, to see where I was. And used Google Maps and saw that it's the Lakota Wolf Reserve. Or is that what it's called? Lakota Wolf Sanctuary or something like that. Still cool to hear. Got to hear wolves was I liking. I was hoping I was going to see some coyotes. Alright, so made it to the Turquoise Drill, which heads out that way, right to Sunfish Pond. According to the old map here, according to the map, the Turquoise Trail is just over a mile, but will be to Sunfish Pond before that mile. This is a little more rough trail. We say goodbye to the fire road now and cut across the valley. So almost at Sunfish Pond. That's right up here around the corner. Actually see where the clearing is here. And I'm gonna stop, have myself a lunch, and there we go, speak of the devil. So Sunfish Road, Sunfish Fire Road. That's the Turquoise Drill. I think I want to stay on that because this okay, so we're right there. So I want to take Turquoise so I can see the water from here. Alright, so we're going to turn off of the fire road there that we're just on. The Turquoise Trail's on for a minute. And the Sunfish Pond is right there. So I'm going to get up here, find myself a little spot, have some lunch. I brought myself a... thought I had some stuff to make sandwiches. Realized I was out of bread this morning. So I just stopped at the store before I came out. And stopped at the store before I came out and picked up a store-made hoagie. I'm going to have that. There we go. Probably can't really see it all that well. But, alright, we go find a spot to have a little picnic. Here we go. Our first real good look at Sunfish Pond. I kind of figured that on a Tuesday at the end of November there wouldn't be many people up here. I don't see anybody. I don't even hear anybody. Which is odd. To me at least. I always think people should be out. This is gorgeous out here. Sunfish Pond. Alright, over here is the Appalachian Trail. That's right along the... Oh, I can't see my hand. But the Appalachian Trail runs right along this side. We'll meet back up with that in a few minutes. I'm going to take the pack off, sit down, have something to eat, enjoy the scenery. Alright, so lunch break is over. I do got to keep in mind that it is November, so it's going to get dark about, or sun's going to set about 4:30. So I can't sit around for too long. And that's 1:30 now. Got about 4 miles to go, something like that. But I think I'm going to do is up here. I don't know if you can see it through the camera here. But up through here. Not really. Okay, so up here anyway. There is a, at least on the map, it shows an overlook. Looks like it looks out over the other way. I've never been up there. So there is a little side spur trail. I'll connect this back over here. So we're going to go up, go across there, and come back down here to the Sunfish Pond on the other side. So we'll go see what that looks like. Alright, so we are back to the Appalachian Trail. And let's see, according to the map, yeah, we're gonna make a right here and then a quick left, and then another left. Get to this overlook. Alright, so I was just wasting time that I don't have right now. I walked down that trail a little ways and I did not see anything that cut up that way. And I mean, it's only right up there, a couple hundred yards. I could bushwhack up there to find it, but not going to. Done that before at the far end of the lake here, or far end of the pond. And some of these trails just are no longer maintained. I don't know if there was a forest fire or something up there a few years ago, and some of the trails are just gone now. So I'm going to leave that for an adventure for another day. And I think what I'll do is there's a down here on Old Mine Road, there's a trail that comes up to here, goes past some falls, goes a couple different places. Maybe I'll do that for another hike someday. But I've got, I actually said about 4 miles, mostly downhill, so it shouldn't be too bad. But to get back to the car, and gonna be hiking in I don't want to run out of daylight. Don't know if you can hear that. So this is just a stone drain field. Sunfish Pond drains down under these rocks. There you go. It disappears under the rocks again. Definitely some kind of wildfire here in the past 5 or 10 years or so. I can remember this way back, and this is all growing and thriving. That's what happens on the wild. Sometimes you just can't stop it. Alright, so made it around Sunfish Pond. Came in up at that end there. Had lunch. Running out of daylight pretty quick. I mean, I still got about 2 hours. I do have quite a big ground to cover. That side of the lake coming around here, nothing but boulders. Didn't really record a lot of it because I just had to have my hands free. But this is always an awesome hike. If you're coming out here, you got the time. I mean, you can come straight up to Sunfish or some other roads, or some other trails that come up off of Old Mine Road that you can get here a little quicker. But if you got the day and you got the time to do it, I suggest coming in down by Dunfield where I came in, taking that blue dot trail all the way up. And I'll show you, I'll put a map up, I'll show you exactly which way I went. And it takes a few hours. You're not going to do it in a hurry. But with that view and then that view and everything you see in between, it's an amazing hike. So unless I see something crazy like a bear or bobcat or deer comes up and starts talking to me or something like that, I'm probably not going to record again, so I'm going to call this one a video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend, leave a comment, tell me about your favorite places on long trails where you can do a day hike, even your favorite day hike. There's so many cool places in this country and this world to see, and if we all tell each other where they are, then we can all maybe go see them. That'd be pretty cool. I'll leave you with this.